There's an unseen force that chooses certain souls to be its ambassadors on Earth, and if you're watching this video, you might be one of them. Some women carry a different light, a vibration that resonates with the higher frequencies of the cosmos, and the universe conspires in their favor in ways often unnoticed by ordinary eyes, but revealed through subtle and profound signs to those who can see beyond the veil of material reality. Edgar Cayce, the renowned psychic known as the Sleeping Prophet, spoke of these special souls who came to Earth with a sacred mission, possessing unique spiritual gifts and being favored by the very fabric of creation. Have you ever wondered why certain experiences repeat in your life, why specific people appear at particular moments, or why you feel a deep connection to spiritual truths that seem to emanate from your own soul? There's a reason for this, an explanation that transcends chance and touches upon the very purpose of your existence on this earthly plane. The first sign that you are a woman favored by the universe manifests through extraordinarily sharp intuition, an ability to perceive hidden truths that escape common perception. Cayce taught that certain souls, over multiple lifetimes, have developed a special sensitivity to the subtle planes of existence, a spiritual antenna capable of picking up the messages the cosmos constantly sends us. Have you ever had that feeling of knowing something without having learned it, of sensing a presence before someone arrives, or of being certain about a situation without apparent logical basis? This isn't mere coincidence, but rather the reflection of a soul that has cultivated through many lifetimes the ability to tune in to the higher frequencies of creation. Imagine a woman who enters a room and immediately feels the energies present, who can perceive the hidden intentions behind words, who knows when someone needs help before that person even asks. This sensitivity isn't an isolated gift, but part of a larger set of characteristics that mark souls favored by the universe. When you trust your intuition and it's repeatedly confirmed, when you feel that inner knowing that doesn't come from books but from an ancestral wisdom, you are experiencing one of the clearest signs that the cosmos recognizes you as a special ally. The second sign reveals itself through extraordinary synchronicities that seem orchestrated by a higher intelligence, events that align so perfectly that they defy any explanation based on chance. Edgar Cayce spoke of how the universe communicates with its favored souls through a symbolic language, creating bridges between the spiritual and material worlds through meaningful coincidences that serve as confirmations of the right path to follow. Have you noticed how certain words, numbers, or symbols repeatedly appear in your life precisely when you most need guidance? Or how you encounter specific people at crucial moments, as if there were an invisible coordination orchestrating these encounters? These aren't mere coincidences, but manifestations of a universal law that acts especially in the lives of those aligned with higher purposes. It's as if the universe is a great conductor, leading a cosmic symphony, and you are one of the principal instruments, receiving the musical score through signs and synchronicities that guide your steps. A woman favored by the universe frequently encounters situations where she thought of someone and that person calls, where she needs an answer and finds exactly what she's looking for in a book that accidentally fell into her hands, or where she makes a decision and confirmations immediately arise that she's on the right track. These experiences become so frequent that she comes to live in a state of constant wonder at the perfection with which life organizes itself around her. The third sign manifests through a natural capacity for healing and transformation, not only in herself but also in the people who gravitate around her. Cayce taught that certain souls carry a healing frequency developed through multiple experiences as healers, priestesses, or spiritual guides in past lives, and this energy remains active in their current incarnation. Have you noticed how people feel better after talking to you, how your presence seems to calm emotional storms, or how you have a natural ability to find the right words at the most difficult moments? This isn't a coincidence, but the reflection of a soul that brought with it the gifts of spiritual healing. It's as if you are an emotional beacon, emanating a light that helps others find their way through the darkness of their own inner struggles. Often, this ability manifests in subtle ways: a hug that brings inexplicable comfort, words you speak without thinking, but that deeply touch the heart of the listener, or simply your presence that seems to create an atmosphere of safety and peace. The universe favors these souls because it recognizes in them instruments of its own compassion, channels through which it can pour healing and love onto a world that so desperately needs it. You may notice that strangers frequently open up to you, sharing secrets and pains they would normally keep to themselves, as if they intuit that they possess the ability to understand and embrace without judgment. If you felt a deep connection to these revelations, if you recognize in yourself these signs the universe uses to mark its favored souls, I invite you to join our spiritual community here on the channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell because together we're rediscovering the mysteries Edgar Cayce revealed to us about the sacred purpose of our souls and how the cosmos works through us to manifest more light and love in this world. Your presence here is no coincidence. It's part of a greater calling your soul is answering. The fourth sign that you are a woman favored by the universe manifests as extraordinary resilience in the face of adversity, an ability to rise from the ashes that goes far beyond ordinary human strength. Edgar Cayce explained that souls favored by the cosmos often face greater challenges precisely because the universe trusts in their ability to transform pain into wisdom, wounds into healing, and darkness into light. Have you been through situations that seemed impossible to overcome, experiences that would break many people, but somehow you found within yourself a strength you didn't know you possessed? This resilience doesn't come solely from your current personality, but from a soul that has accumulated, through multiple lifetimes, the wisdom necessary to navigate the most intense storms of human experience. It's as if you are a centuries-old tree, with roots so deep that no storm can uproot you. And with each challenge overcome, you not only grow stronger, but develop a deeper understanding of the mysteries of existence. Often, these women go through periods that Cayce called dark nights of the soul, moments of apparent abandonment where everything seems lost, but which are actually spiritual initiation rites, processes through which the universe prepares them for even greater missions. When you look back and see how each difficulty contributed to your growth, how each wound transformed into a source of empathy to help others, you begin to understand that your life isn't governed by chance, but by a higher intelligence that knows exactly what your soul needs to evolve. The fifth sign reveals itself through a special magnetism that attracts people and opportunities almost magically, as if you were an irresistible spiritual magnet for what you need to manifest in your life. Cayce taught about the law of spiritual attraction, explaining that certain souls, throughout their evolutionary journeys, have developed such a refined vibration that they naturally attract experiences aligned with their higher purposes. Have you noticed how the right people appear in your life exactly when you need them most? How opportunities arise unexpectedly just when you're ready to seize them? Or how solutions to your problems manifest through paths you never imagined existed? This magnetism goes beyond mere luck or coincidence. It's the result of a soul that has learned to tune in to the higher frequencies of creation, attracting experiences that resonate with its spiritual essence. It's as if you are a perfectly calibrated radio station, picking up only the transmissions that uplift and inspire, and naturally repelling anything that could diminish your light. Often, this magnetism manifests in surprising ways. You mention something you desire and someone offers exactly that. You think of a solution and it appears through a chance encounter. Or you simply maintain a positive intention and the universe conspires to make it a reality. This ability to manifest isn't a skill you developed through techniques or methods, but a natural characteristic of a soul that is in harmony with the universal laws that govern creation. The sixth sign manifests through dreams and visions that serve as portals to higher dimensions, revealing information that transcends the limits of common knowledge. Edgar Cayce, who received his revelations through a trance state, taught that certain souls maintain a special connection with the spiritual planes even during sleep, receiving guidance, healing, and revelations through extraordinary dream experiences. Have you had dreams so vivid that they seemed more real than reality itself? Visions that brought answers to questions you'd carried for a long time? Or nighttime experiences that completely changed your perspective on a situation?
These aren't just products of your imagination, but direct communications between your soul and the spiritual masters who guide you. Messages encoded in symbols and metaphors that your higher consciousness understands perfectly. It's as if during sleep you become an even more sensitive cosmic antenna, capable of picking up frequencies that during waking hours are filtered by the rational mind. Many women favored by the universe report precognitive dreams that are later confirmed. Encounters with deceased loved ones who bring messages of comfort and guidance, or symbolic visions that illuminate the path forward. These dreams often carry a special quality, a crystalline clarity that distinguishes them from ordinary dreams, leaving a lasting impression that remains vivid in memory even years later. When you awaken from these experiences, you feel as if you visited a sacred place, as if your soul has participated in a spiritual ceremony that has nourished it on profound levels. The seventh and final sign that you are a woman favored by the universe reveals itself through a life purpose that transcends your own interests, a mission that compels you to serve something greater than yourself. Cayce taught that souls favored by the cosmos are those who chose, even before incarnating, to dedicate their lives to the service of humanity and the elevation of planetary consciousness. Have you ever felt that inexplicable unease when your life is focused only on personal matters? That feeling that you're wasting something precious when you're not contributing to the greater good? This isn't external pressure or a social expectation, but the calling of a soul that came to Earth with a specific mission, a sacred contract made with the universe before birth. It's as if within you there's a spiritual compass that always points to the north of a higher purpose, creating constant unease when you deviate from that path and a feeling of deep fulfillment when you're aligned with your mission. Often, this purpose manifests through an irresistible passion for helping others, a compulsive need to share knowledge and wisdom, or a magnetic attraction to causes that benefit humanity as a whole. You may notice that your greatest joys come not from personal achievements, but from moments when you've made a difference in someone's life, when you've contributed to alleviating suffering in the world, or when you've helped others discover their own inner light. The universe favors these souls because it recognizes in them partners in the great work of human consciousness evolution, instruments through which it can manifest more love, wisdom, and compassion in the world. These 7 signs are not mere external indicators, but reflections of a deeper truth about who you truly are in your purest essence. Edgar Cayce taught us that each soul carries a unique energetic signature, a specific frequency that determines how the universe interacts with it, and that those souls who have developed through multiple incarnations a high and pure vibration naturally attract cosmic favor. When you recognize these signs in your own experience, you're not just identifying personal characteristics, but rediscovering your true spiritual identity, remembering who you are beyond the limitations of your current personality. It's like looking into a soul mirror and finally seeing the reflection of your true divine nature, understanding that the life you're living is not a cosmic accident, but a journey carefully orchestrated by the universe to allow your light to shine as fully as possible. The manifestation of these signs in your life doesn't mean you are better or superior to other people, but rather that you have chosen a path of greater spiritual responsibility, accepting to carry a larger portion of the cosmic light to illuminate the path of those who are still finding their own light. It's a blessing and a challenge simultaneously, because with great gifts come great responsibilities, and the universe expects more from those to whom it has given more.
Every time you use your intuition to guide someone, every time you offer healing through your presence, every time you transform adversity into wisdom, you are fulfilling the sacred purpose for which you were chosen before you were even born. Understanding these signs also reveals why certain experiences repeat themselves in your life, why certain patterns seem to persist, and why some lessons need to be learned in such intense ways. Cayce explained that souls favored by the universe often carry more complex karmas, not as punishment, but as opportunities for accelerated growth. Every challenge you face is a chance to transmute dense energy into pure light, Every difficult relationship is an opportunity to practice unconditional love, and every moment of pain is an invitation to develop deeper compassion. When you understand this, your perspective on life changes completely. You are no longer a victim of circumstances, but an active co-creator of your reality, working in partnership with the universe to manifest the highest potentials of your soul. The journey of a woman favored by the universe is not always easy because she often feels different, misunderstood, or isolated in a world that often doesn't recognize or value spiritual gifts. But this feeling of not quite belonging to this world is, in fact, another sign of her special nature. You don't completely belong here because a part of you always remains connected to the higher dimensions from which you came, maintaining a bridge between heaven and earth through your own existence. This dual connection is what allows you to be a channel for energies and wisdoms that transcend the common human experience, bringing to this earthly plane fragments of the cosmic perfection that your soul intimately knows. When you fully accept your nature as a soul favored by the universe, when you embrace both the gifts and the responsibilities that this implies, something magical happens. You stop fighting against your own nature and begin to flow in harmony with the cosmic currents that have always been trying to guide you. It's as if you finally stop swimming against the current and allow the river of life to take you exactly where you need to be. This surrender is not passivity, but an active alignment with the higher will, a conscious cooperation with the plans the universe has for you. From this alignment, you begin to realize that your life isn't governed by the same rules as ordinary existence. You operate under higher spiritual laws, where faith moves mountains, love dissolves obstacles, and pure intention manifests miracles. This isn't fantasy, but a spiritual reality that Edgar Cayce documented through thousands of psychic readings, showing how certain souls access powers and possibilities that transcend normal material limitations. When you live from this understanding, when you fully trust your divine nature and the cosmic favor that accompanies it, you become a magnet for miracles, a focal point through which the universe can manifest its most beautiful creations. This transformation in how you see yourself and relate to life has ripple effects, touching everyone around you and creating ever-widening circles of positive influence. You become a living example that it's possible to live in harmony with spiritual laws, demonstrating through your own experience that the universe truly conspires in favor of those aligned with higher purposes. Your life becomes a source of inspiration for other souls still awakening to their own divine nature, a beacon helping them remember who they truly are beyond the limitations of human identity. Edgar Cayce taught us that we're living in an era of great spiritual awakening, a time when many special souls have incarnated simultaneously to assist in raising planetary consciousness. If you recognize yourself in these signs, if you feel the truth of these words resonating in your soul, it's because you are one of these chosen souls, one of the light warriors who came to help humanity take its next great evolutionary leap. Your presence here, at this moment in history, isn't coincidence, but part of a grand cosmic plan in which you are a fundamental piece. The responsibility this implies might feel overwhelming at times, but remember you're not alone in this mission. The universe that favored you also equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose, and every step of the way you're sustained by unseen forces working tirelessly to ensure your success. Every challenge you face is accompanied by the strength to overcome it. Every mission you accept comes with the tools needed to complete it, and every moment of doubt is followed by signs and confirmations that renew your confidence in the chosen path. Your life is a constantly unfolding cosmic artwork, a poem written by the universal consciousness itself through your experiences, relationships, and choices. Each chapter of your story contributes to a larger narrative that transcends your individual existence, forming part of a spiritual symphony that includes all souls who, like you, chose to serve the evolution of human consciousness. When you understand this, when you view your life from this broader cosmic perspective, each moment gains sacred meaning.
each experience becomes an opportunity to contribute to the grand work of planetary transformation. The signs the universe uses to mark its favored souls aren't just indicators of spiritual privilege, but constant reminders of your true nature and purpose. Each time your intuition is confirmed, every synchronicity you experience, every moment of healing you facilitate, every adversity you transmute into wisdom, every manifestation you attract, every revelatory dream you receive, and every time you feel the call to service, you're being reminded of who you truly are and why you chose to be here at this specific moment in human history. Now that you recognize these signs in your own experience, the question remains, what will you do with this understanding? How will you use these gifts to fulfill the sacred mission your soul embraced before incarnating? The universe has patiently waited for you to awaken to your true nature, and now that it has happened, it eagerly awaits to see how you will use this knowledge to manifest even more light and love in the world. Your journey of spiritual discovery is only beginning, and the signs you've recognized today are just the first glimpse of the extraordinary destiny awaiting you when you fully embrace your identity as a woman truly favored by the universe.